Good morning or good afternoon, students, and welcome to the next lesson, lesson 4 of Breakthrough Plus 2. Today we're going to be studying Unit 5. So if you'd like to go ahead and open your books to Unit 5 on page 30 of your books. And we can go ahead and start. Okay, now Unit 5 is called Telling a Story. In this lesson, you will have learned how to use different adjectives of emotion in different tense sentences, learn how to tell a story using the past continuous tense, and talk about something which happened to you in the past. You can make your own story. So this is Unit 5. Okay, now we're going to start with emotions and feelings. When we talk about emotions, it's important to remember that the adjective may change depending on the subject. So if the subject is my emotion, how I feel, very often we use an ed adjective. So for example, I'm bored. This is my emotion, how I feel. It could be how he feels. So it could be he's bored or she's bored, right? For the thing that makes you feel the emotion, we need to add ing. So the thing could be, for example, a movie, a book, a boring teacher. So here we say the movie is boring. So I'm bored. More examples, or I'm embarrassed. It's embarrassing. I'm excited. It's exciting. I'm frightened. It's frightening. Right, it means scared. So here I made an example. He was excited because the roller coaster was exciting. His emotion is ed, and the roller coaster is the thing. So we're going to say ing. And here's the roller coaster. Just a small point. If I use the past tense here was, you should match it over here with was the same. So keep those the same, yeah? So just to conclude, most adjectives follow the form ed, ing, but there are many that don't. So I would say about 70% follow this ed, ing form. The ones that do not follow this form we call exceptions. And an exception is something which does not follow the rule or breaks the rule. So usually, like I said, the rule is ed, ing, but there are some exceptions. For example, the word upset, we can add ing, but it does not end in ed, it ends in et. So upset, we can change to the ing form. Another exception, the word scared does end in ed, so we can imagine it ends in ing, right? Oh, wrong. In fact, we have to change this ed word. Scared becomes scary, not scaring. However, like I said, Mostly it's ed-ing. With some adjectives, we make no change, or we cannot change the word itself. So, for example, the word angry cannot be changed to angry-ing. Sounds completely crazy. So what we have to do is make a different way to change this idea. So in this case, we can say made me plus the adjective, right? So I was angry. My brother made me angry. So the word angry is the same, but we have to add this here, made me, to say who or what performed the action or caused the action or the emotion. Yeah. Example 2, I am nervous. The test is making me nervous. I'm impatient. Waiting for taxis makes me impatient. Again, look at the tense. Let's take a look at the tense here. Was, it's past, yeah? So we need to make this past. I am nervous right now. Only now. So if it's right now, we need to change it to ing form, making me. Ing, yeah? Happening right now. Now this is I am, but we've got often impatient. It means at regular intervals in your life, very often, maybe every day. In this case, if it happens every day or routinely, we don't use ing, we use the present simple form. Makes me. So here we have a chart, and I'd like you to go ahead and open your notebooks, please, and grab a pen. And I'd like you to fill in the chart. Just a couple of things to take notice of. I am. We have it is or it's. He is. It's. She is. Be careful. We may have to change the tense. Okay. So go ahead, fill in the chart, and I'm going to give you 2 minutes. All right, let's look at the answers. So number 3, she's excited. It's exciting. She's upset. It's upsetting. I was surprised. It was surprising. He's worried. It's worrying. I was happy. Now remember, we need to change this one in a sentence. Here, it made me happy. Yeah. I'm gloomy. Gloomy means a little bit sad. It's making me gloomy. Again, we need to change it. And one more, he was scared. Again, this is an exception. It was scary. So I hope you got all those correct. If you didn't, don't worry. Remember, you can pause the video, go and look back at the rules here and here, and then you should be able to easily fill in the chart. Okay? So go back and take another look and study that a little bit more if you need to. The next lesson is about how to make and answer questions in relation to your emotions. And we're going to make 2 types of question. Question 1 will be present simple. So this is how you feel each time something happens. So it could be something that happens every day, every week, or whenever it happens, then you feel this way. And the second type of question we're going to make is called past simple. This is how you felt one time in the past, or a specific time in the past. So let's look at question number 1. When do you get upset? When do you get upset? It means what makes you upset? What situation causes you to be upset? I get upset when I fight with my brother. This verb is present simple. So when I fight with my brother, I get upset. So each time I fight with my brother, then I become upset. Question 2. When was the last time you were nervous? This is a specific time in the past. The last time I was nervous was last month because I had a test. So the question is asking you for a specific time, so you need to answer with a specific time, in this case last month. You could change it: yesterday, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, last summer. The question is a past question, was, so you need your verb to be past, or past simple in this case, had. So those are the 2 kinds of questions. I've given you 2 more examples. When do you get scared? I get scared when I walk home alone at night. Present verb plus when. Number 2, when was the last time you were bored? The last time I was bored was yesterday because I had nothing to do. Time in the past, past simple. Those are the two types of question you need to know how to make and how to answer. In your notebooks, please copy the two questions and answers and fill in the blanks. I'm going to give you 1 minute. Let's look at the answers now. Number 1, when do you feel depressed? Depressed, really, really sad. I feel depressed when I have no money. Number 2, when was the last time you were happy? The last time I was happy was last week because my best friend gave me a birthday present. If you got those correct, great job. Now I want you to open your student books, and this is page 31. And I want you to look at right now at number 2. And I want you to complete these sentences 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. If you want, you can write down the answer into your student book, or if you prefer, you could use your notebook to write down the answers. So please go ahead, finish those, and I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Okay, I hope you've had time to do that. If not, go ahead and pause the video. But right now we're going to move on to the next lesson, which is here in number 1. So step 1 is we're going to match our adjectives to the pictures. So we can do that together right now. So again, keep your student book open on page 31, get a pen, and you're going to write down A, B, C, D, E, etc. Number 1 is impatient. If you are impatient, it means you hate waiting. So you're waiting for a taxi or your friend, and your friend is late, and you're getting angry. That's then you're impatient. That's picture E. There it is. Number 2, embarrassed. Embarrassed is when you feel uncomfortable. Something is making you embarrassed. You may go red in your face. It's something you don't want to happen. It makes you a little bit shy. That's picture G. Number 3, excited. That's picture F. Number 4, angry. C. Number 5, upset. This one's B. If you're upset, you may cry. For example, number 6, pleased or happy. Similar meaning, pleased or happy. It's picture H. Number 7, bored. Bored. This picture D. Number 8, scared or frightened. Similar word, scared. This picture I. And nervous. This picture A. Now for each picture, we're going to add he's, she's, or their. So, picture A, he's nervous. B, she's upset. C, she's angry. D, she's bored. E, she's impatient. F, she's excited. G, he's embarrassed. H, she's pleased. I, they're scared. Now for each person, we're going to say why they feel how they feel. And we're going to say why. We're going to give a reason, because blah, blah, blah. So we're going to make sentences like this. He or she feels. Now remember when we have a verb in he or she, we add S to the verb. So he feels emotion because and reason why. If we have 2 or 3 or 4 people, we're going to say they. In this case, no S on the verb. But again, we're going to say emotion because reason. Picture B, picture F, and picture H. These happened a short time in the past. So we need to make a sentence with a past tense. For C, D, E, and I. These actions are happening right now. So we need to make a present sentence. Present tense. So it may be an ing or it may be just a simple present simple sentence. There's one different one, and that's picture A. Picture A, this is something which will happen in the future, a short time in the future. So we need to make a sentence with a future tense. So just remember, here is how to make your sentence. Just a quick note about picture A. If the action will happen in the future, but it's a very short time in the future, we can say about to, and then our present simple action. So I'll give you the answer to A. How does he feel? He feels nervous because he's about to get married. Now remember, picture B happened short time in the past. We need to use a simple past sentence. B, how does she feel? She feels upset because her boyfriend broke up with her. Broke up with her. Now, her feeling is now, so she feels upset now, but this action happened in the past. So this verb, broke up, should be in the past, right? Picture C, how does she feel? Well, this is happening now, isn't it? She feels angry because the car in front is driving too slowly. This is happening right now. So we're going to use ing on our verb. Right. I want you to complete D, E, F, G, H, and I. And I'd like you to write the answers again into your notebooks, please. And I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Okay, let's go and look at the answers here. Picture D. How does she feel? She feels bored because she has a lot of homework. This is a fact. It's a true fact. So we're going to use a present simple verb here, has. E, how does she feel? She feels impatient because her friend is late. Again, this is a fact or something which is true. In this case, again, you can use the present simple verb, is. F, how does she feel? This action happened in the past, a very short time in the past, but we need to use a past tense. So how does she feel? She feels excited because she got a high score on her test. Simple past verb. G, how does he feel? This is happening right now. So what's she doing? He feels embarrassed because his mother is kissing him. We need ing. It's happening right now. So we need the be verb plus ing. Picture H, the action happened a little bit in the past. How does she feel? She feels pleased because she got a gift. Simple past. And I, how do they feel? This action is happening right now. So we're going to need this be verb ing form, right? How do they feel? They feel scared because they are. Here's the be verb, are. And here's the ing, watching a scary movie. So this is how to answer questions in different tenses. That's past, present, and future. The next lesson today is about how to tell a story in English. It's a very useful skill in English to be able to talk about something bad or good that happened to you in the past. This is quite an important ability in English. And it's quite easy if you follow this formula. The formula is time in past. This may be yesterday, 2 days ago, last summer, when I was 10 years old, when I was in middle school. You need was, ing, when, past simple. Now what we have is a long action. Now this one is ing. So ing, long action. Bang, suddenly it's interrupted by a new action. And the second action, action number 2, is just a simple, short, simple past. So we've got this long action here. I was eating dinner, eating dinner, eating dinner, eating dinner. Suddenly, doom, he called me. So the second action here in blue is bang. And it stops the first action. The first action here in red is long, 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 long. Then bang, it's stopped. It's possible the first action continues after the blue action. So to make our complete sentence, last night I was eating dinner when he called me. Action 2, or the second action in your sentence, it's fast. It's a fast, sudden action. Surprise. It's always a fast surprise which interrupts or stops the first long action. At the end of the sentence, let's add an emotion. How did you feel? So if we take our first example over here, the action is taking a picture. That's the long action. And it's suddenly stopped by this surprising action, which is dropped. So, yesterday I was taking a picture when I dropped my phone. I was upset. Can you go ahead and make the sentences for 2 and 3 in your notebooks? I'll give you 2 minutes. Right, let's look at some answers. So, the first one, last winter. You could change it to summer, any time. It doesn't matter. Any time is okay here. I was swimming, long action, when bang, I saw a shark, sudden action. And your emotion, I was scared. Number 2. Last winter. Long action, I was skiing. When? Bang, I broke my leg. Sudden action. I was upset. Your emotion. So this is how you can make a story. It's usually something bad happened to you, like an accident. Let's go ahead and look at this now. A bad night for Jake. So open your books to page 32. This is the type of question that may or may not be on your final speaking test. So I may give you this picture and you will have to speak the story. Don't worry, it's not that difficult. As long as you just follow these rules, then it's pretty easy. So I'm going to go ahead and help you to make this story right now. So his name is Jake. Now picture 1 and 2, we can actually combine to make one sentence. So picture 1 can be our long ing action, and picture 2, our sudden past simple action. So 1 and 2, Jake was sleeping last night when he heard a loud noise. Jake was sleeping when he heard a loud noise. Now sentence 3 is his emotion. Remember, this is all last night, so it's all past, it all happens in the past. So he was scared, so he called the police. He was scared, so he called the police. 4 and 5, we can make it similar to number 1 and 2. We can combine 4 and 5 into one sentence. Number 4, our long action, followed by number 5, our sudden action. This action is called slip. Slip, S-L-I-P. We know it's in the past, so change it to slipped. So here we go. He. Now remember, we don't need to say Jake, 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 Jake. We said Jake here. So each time now we can just say he, right? Here we go. He was walking downstairs when he slipped on a ball. One more. He was walking downstairs when he slipped on a ball. Next, his emotion. Very easy, this one. He was upset. He was upset. Again, his emotion. He was angry. Why? Because the cat broke a milk bottle. The cat broke a milk bottle. He was angry because the cat broke a milk bottle. Now the next one is just this simple past simple action. He slipped on the milk. He slipped on the milk. Next is his emotion. He was nervous because he saw a shadow through the door. Once more, he was nervous because he saw a shadow through the door. Next, we have two past actions, the door, and then this action here. So he opened the door and hit the man. He opened the door and hit the man. And finally, his emotion. He was embarrassed because the man was a police officer. He was embarrassed because the man was a police officer. I want you just fill in the blanks. You don't need to write the whole sentence. Just fill in the blanks in your student book or in your notebook. Remember, you can pause this video and go back and listen again. But how much can you remember? Fill in the blanks. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. All right, guys, let's look at the answers. Don't worry, you can pause the video if you haven't finished yet. Number 1, Jake was sleeping last night when he heard a loud noise. Number 2, he was scared, so he called the police. Number 3, he was walking downstairs when he slipped on a ball. Number 4, he was upset. Number 5, he was angry because his cat had broken a milk bottle. Number 6, he slipped on the milk. Number 7, he was nervous because he saw a shadow through the door. Number 8, he opened the door and hit the man. Number 9, he was embarrassed because the man was a police officer. If you got all of those correct, really great job. Finally today, I'd like you to do one more piece of writing. I want you to write 3 short stories about things that happened to you in the past. Don't forget to use the formula time in past plus was ing plus when plus past simple. So I want you to write 3 basic sentences following this formula. You can go ahead, pause the video, and write these into your notebooks. When we take the speaking test, it may be that I ask you, tell me 3 stories about your past, and you should be able to give me 3 examples. Okay, so you can go ahead, stop the video and finish that activity in your notebooks. We finished for today. Thanks for listening, and I hope you guys stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Please keep reading the Cyber Campus, and I'll see you for the next lesson. Bye-bye.